Hi, I'm James Schellinglaw for Insider Travel Report, and I've actually moved to Germany. I'm here in Frankfurt, and I'm here in the courtyard of a fairly brand new hotel, the Florentin. And it's a wonderful property. We've been talking about this property for a while. I'm here with the general manager, Boris Mesmer. And we're going to talk about this wonderful property. I'm getting one night here, so it's going to be a quick visit. But if you came here, you would say, "Boy, I got to spend a lot more time here." That's for sure. And I have been visiting the parent company, the Althoff collection, over the past few years. They have wonderful hotels, and this looks like it's not going to be any exception. It's going to be a wonderful stay, and you're going to find out about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Boris, first of all, thank you for hosting me. I'm really looking forward to my all too brief stay.
Great to have you with us, and thank you for taking the time before you're flying back tomorrow.
Yeah, well, it just worked out, and I was able to stop here in Frankfurt, and I've wanted to see this. I said I've been collecting Althoff collection hotels, so you're part of the tour. I think there's only one or two more. Well, you're adding another one soon in Cologne.
Exactly.
But this was the newest one. And
Yes.
First of all, when did this property open?
We opened last December.
So it's fairly new.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just half a year. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the history of this building and this hotel, because it is marvelous. And a lot of people, and I asked the cabbie, they all knew it as the Villa Kennedy, right?
Yeah, it used to be the Villa Kennedy.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, it was an old villa built in 1902,
Right.
from a very wealthy family.
And why was it called Villa Kennedy?
Well, this was just a name the previous hotel company gave to this, because we have the street in front of the villa is called the Kennedy Street.
That's after John F. Kennedy, right?
After John F. Kennedy,
Yeah.
because they renamed this road after his visit in the 1960s.
Right.
So this is just in original, the villa was called Villa Speyer because the family Speyer built it.
Now, again, what is the history of all these buildings? Because there's a lot more than the Villa Kennedy behind you. You have these amazing palaces. And what does it date from?
So the original part dates from 1902,
Right.
when the family built it. And where we are sitting in right now, that used to be the garden of the family.
Okay.
This extension around it was built in 2004. And the first hotel, which was on here, was opened in 2006.
Okay, so it's been here for a while, but then Althoff came in and really redid it. How long did it take for the renovations?
Well, it closed in the end of 21, so basically it took 3 years, and after it took some time to get the permit, and then the demolition started inside, and then we basically went down to the bare concrete and did everything brand new.
Yeah, well, it definitely looks brand new. Except, although it reflects the sort of period piece, and it really looks like a wonderful older hotel. But it's all brand new inside. That's it.
Yeah, exactly, because we have different parts. One part which we designed with unscripted design team from Singapore.
Yeah.
And the other part in the villa, we did parts also with unscripted and other parts with Atelier Zurich. So in the villa you will find, a bit more the traditional aspect of 1902. In other parts, it's a very, very modern.
Yeah, and it is. My room is really well appointed, but beautiful and modern. But here you come in here, and you're fine. And you also marketed this as sort of an escape, right? You're kind of what's the term you use? Urban
retreat. We use exactly, because what we say, like we are in a city, but this hotel really feels like a retreat, because once you're in here, it's so unique. We are sitting now in the inner courtyard here, and you're in here. You don't hear the city at all. It's peaceful. It's quiet. And you really can relax. And this, as a city hotel, is quite unique, especially with our vast spa, with a pool where you have daylight. So it really
feels... We're going to talk about that. I got to go take a tour to look at the spa and things
yes,
like
absolutely,
that.
Yeah.
Now, how many keys do you have total?
147.
So you're a pretty small boutique hotel.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And suites, you have big suites as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We have 50 suites out of these 147. So yeah, lots of nice suites, also a lot of signature suites in our villa. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and also you have some incredible amenities in the rooms. I've started to explore what I have, but give us some of the highlights of what a guest can expect to find in those rooms.
Well, for us, like I think and with every material which we used in the room is very high end, but also like in our suites you have Dyson hair dryers, you have like high end equipment. You have in the suites you have watch winders, like all these little things which
watch winders. Yeah. Now I didn't think of that one. That's not an amenity I would have expected, but that's a little extra, right?
Of course, you have Nespresso in the rooms. You have an amazing bar set up. So I think everything a luxury hotel nowadays requires is in these suites.
Absolutely. Now, those are the accommodations. Let's get to the heart of the matter, the food.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, how many restaurants do you have?
We have 2 restaurants here and 1 bar.
Okay, and this is one of them. Here we're in the courtyard,
exactly.
Right? This is the garden?
Yes, which is the garden restaurant, exactly, which has the outside, the beautiful inner courtyard, but of course also an inside.
Yeah, and then I think we're dining here tonight because unfortunately you have a newly named 1-star, 2-star. Oh my God, I don't want to lose you a star there. So a 2-star Michelin restaurant, right? And that was very quick considering that you haven't been open that long.
Absolutely. Well, we engaged with a great chef, who's called Niklas Nussbaumer, and he already achieved 2 Michelin stars in the middle of the Black Forest. Yeah. So he left his restaurant over there to join us here, which I'm very grateful for, and we opened with him the restaurant The Dune. Mm-hmm. And yes, he achieved again 2 stars. So we are
very quickly. They must have the inspectors right out of the door.
Absolutely. Yeah, we are very happy about that. So it's great to have, on the one hand, a 2 Michelin star restaurant, on the other hand, the garden here, and you also can go for light bites into the bar. So it's a really good offering.
So that's his restaurant, which unfortunately is August, and he's closed, I think, this time. But what is the cuisine, sort of his, or just something he's devised?
Well, for him, he learned traditional French, but it's not at all. It's like with Asian influence in there. Oh, yeah. So he really cooks very modern. He cooks very light. It's not this one of kind of meals where you afterwards feel stuffed or you cannot sleep. It's really like it's a modern cuisine with interesting tastes where I was the first time when I tried it, I was so surprised. I haven't tried something like this before. I think in what he does, he's very, very talented.
Well, I look forward to coming back someday to trying the food. And of course, this is one of the marks of an Althoff Collection hotel, is they all have wonderful restaurants. Exactly. And you had to keep up the pace, right?
Of course, but we did already 6 hands dinner, because we have 2-star in Castle Bainsberg, and we have 1-star, close to Munich on Lake Tegernsee.
And I've been to both of those, so I was collecting your restaurants beside the hotel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And they were all wonderful, and I even the restaurant in Neuschwanstein too, which is not an Althoff, it's a different brand.
Yes,
but it's part of Amaran, which is still part of the family thing. That was a wonderful restaurant, and of course, as you mentioned, down in Cologne, that's a wonderful restaurant as well. That's a 2-star, I think, actually.
It is, yes.
That's what I remember, yeah. So you have those, and so whenever you come to an Althoff hotel, whenever you come here, remember to book the restaurant for your clients because it is a special experience. Now, let's talk a little bit about where you are located in Frankfurt.
We are located in I would say it's the district is called Sachsenhausen. It's the Villa district here. It's on the other side of the Main River, but it's probably a 15-minute walk into the city center. So you just go out to the river, which is very close by, and then you walk along the museums here, which are on our side. The very famous Städel Museum is just a 5-minute walk from here. So a beautiful location, and on the other hand, very close to the airport.
So it is a great location. You can get leisure guests. Obviously, you're going to get business, corporate guests who want to have a place to retreat to after their business meetings, and it's close to the airport. So, which is good for me because that's where I'm heading tomorrow. So I'm glad to hear that. But now we go out, as I said, to 125,000 travel advisors. Anything else you want to tell them about this fabulous property? And because you're the best person to talk to about that since you've been here since the beginning, right?
Yeah, well, I think, you really have to experience this property. We created something very unique. You have this style of hotel, you have very rarely, all is structured around a beautiful inner courtyard. Normally, when I say your room is to the inner courtyard, you normally think, is this the best location? And here it is. So you really look down, into the greenery, into this, beautiful piece which we created here. And this sanctuary, the quietness, the calmness. So even if you're traveling on business, a lot of our business travelers really enjoy coming back after work here, because for them, it's a kind of break, between work. Yeah, and they really enjoy like going swimming, going to the gym, and to have all these facilities.
And the spa. We didn't talk about that.
Exactly.
We're going to talk about the spa, but they also can get the spa as well. Right?
Yeah, but to have to have this kind of combination of business and leisure, this leisure element of that you can, the time which is left after your meetings, which you can really use to look after yourself, and also to have a bit of relaxation.
Well, you gave me a nice suite overlooking the courtyard, so
yes.
that was perfect. It's a beautiful location. And now, what about you? You're here now. What's your experience? What's your background in managing hotels?
I started 20 years ago. I started in Hamburg. And then from Hamburg, I moved over to London to be part of the opening team of the Savoy in 2010.
Hotel we know.
Then I went to the Dorchester.
Another hotel I know.
Yeah, went to Claridge's, the Barclay, and then the Connaught.
I think I've actually been to all of those.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And now I'm here with you again.
Yeah.
So.
And then I moved with the Mayborn Hotel Group. I moved to the south of France and opened a property over there, just next to Monaco.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So you've been all over the place, and now you're back. You're back here. Now, where are you from originally?
From the North Coast.
The North Coast.
Yes.
So I would say you're not returning home to Frankfurt.
No, I'm not returning home, but it's a 5-hour drive home, so
okay,
that's fine.
That's good.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a great to be a marquee hotel in Frankfurt, brand new, but really such a classic property already. Yeah. And congratulations on the opening and everything else.
Thank you.
Now, where can travel advisors go? The website, whatever else, to find out more about the Florentin?
Well, I think you should always, nowadays, like, of course, the website, but also our Instagram account, I think really shows a lot. We really put a lot of effort in there to kind of showcase what this property really is and what kind of feel and vibe you're getting, once you're here, so you can feel it through our account.
And I think the website's pretty cool too. I looked at it as well, and really it shows off the property.
Yeah, and also on the website you really see how we separate the hotel from the villa from 1902, because obviously if you book the villa you have more amenities, and you're booked in one of our signature suites. So and this is also separated very well on the website.
Well, the rest of the hotel ain't bad either. So that was pretty good. With my suite is wonderful. So I can't imagine the suites in the villa are probably amazing. But again, congratulations. Now we're, I guess, 6, 8, 7 months into it.
Yes.
And it must be coming into its own, and you're doing a great job here.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
And I'm James Schillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.